Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role playing, and video games. I'm your host, Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today, we have a new game for a regular Tuesday schedule, Mundaun. Mundaun is a lovingly hand-penciled horror tale set in a dark, secluded valley of the Alps. Explore various areas full of secrets to discover, survive hostile encounters, drive vehicles, fill your inventory, and solve a variety of handcrafted puzzles. So, we were supposed to play this back during October, but we had a lot of other horror games on our plate. So this came recommended by Corin Trickfoot, and it's taken some months, but we're finally able to try it now. So thank you, Corin Trickfoot, for this recommendation. It does look very interesting, even though I don't really play a lot of horror games. This does look quite interesting. So, immediately you'll be greeted by the striking art style. And hopefully, the story will be intriguing enough to see us the rest of the way. Let's get right to it. If the game finally shows up, now it does take a while. Or instantly like that. So, quite unique. I've never seen this kind of style before in a game. And in motion, it actually looks quite interesting. Hello, testing. Alright, so everything seems to be fine. Microphone is good. Our sound device is okay. Ready to begin. Not exactly sure how terrifying this game is. I did read that there's maybe at least one jump scare, but I think it's more of a psychological horror game. Alright. Classic. Starting on a bus or a mode of transportation to our next destination.
Car Kurdin,
Dear Curdin,
ja ons in Vergai de piquete stau sikeo,
many years have passed since you were up here with us.
eu estou mal que eu ai nauches novas per tai.
It saddens me to be the bearer of bad news.
Il clavau de teu car tat Florin ai berjaus giu,
There's been a fire in the barn of your dear grandfather, Florin.
cura que ti leges quellas linhas et el dedica traus.
By the time you read this, he will have long been buried.
I è buon necessari che ti fetches il leun viadi sikeo.
There's no need for you to make the long journey up here.
Quizás denton esser sigirs, Florin aveva fech pugentai, ed el era los sintai.
Be assured that Florin loved you very much and was proud of you.
Signau, plavon Jeremias, Vishneunca de Mundaun.
Signed, Father Jeremias, Parish of Mundaun. This must be Father Jeremias.
Si già è curioso di quella breve.
Something about Jeremias' letter feels odd.
Eu estou a fazer com mais ardentes eles de cachabião.
I need to see with my own eyes what happened. I guess this is our stop.
jeu hai emblidau co che la ceghera sparta quai mond il mond plin in giù.
I forgot how the fog tends to separate this world from the one below.
Il clavau de tat
Gran-
s'enflava alla fin de quella senda.
Grandpa's barn was right up this path. We're pretty high up. Oh,
Il Mundaun è già covrez con naiv,
Mundaun is already snow-covered,
con excepzione dils pets giumelins.
except the black twin peaks.
Sin quels hai mai naiv.
They never gather any snow. Whoa. Looks like the gates to hell or something. Any other things we can explore?
Quella via maina agli auto de posta,
This is the way back to the bus,
ma io sono un po' proms de abbandonar Mundaun.
but I'm not yet ready to leave Mundaun. Hmm. Okay.
Il clavau de tat,
Grandpa's barn,
barjaus giù dil talite.
completely burned out. Hello there. You're definitely not an ominous sign. Are you covered in ash? Oh. Pet.
Hallo ti.
Hello, you.
Hey, ce fastica?
What are you doing here? Pet the goat, 10 over 10. Oh, there we go. I hope this thing doesn't kill us when our back is turned. Let's give him a lot of pets to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, okay, you like that. Bye. Did you belong to my grandfather? So investigate burned down barn.
Tat, ce esce biau cuntai.
Grandpa, what happened to you? So I can read these pages. There's the letter we got.
Avon in perdisa eu surveniu quella breve de plevoniere.
Oh, additional insight. I received this letter from Father Jeremiah some days ago.
El scrive che meu tat se di morts e les flommas can destruiu seu clavau.
It says that my grandfather lost his life when his barn burned down.
Cu la speranza de venissi su de pli sonia viagiaus e les montagnes dil Mundaun.
Anxious to find out more, I made the journey into the mountains of Mundaun. And that's all we have. Someone left a candle out there. Huh.
Requiescat in pace. Ruausa in pace. Se sbaglio il bodel tot fatg cum meu latin de scola.
Rest in peace, if my school Latin can be trusted. Someone thoughtfully left a candle here. Okay, that's oh. Is there like writing? No. Well. These animals weren't lucky. What? Is that my grandfather? He's just sitting there. What? Okay, how do I get past this? And what kind of door is this? What kind of growth is this? Or what part of the barn? Oh. Oh, you're following me around. Do you know how to get in there? Seems they left my grandfather's body here, or whoever that is. Maybe a stable hand? Huh. Well, I don't see anything interactable except you. Let's have a look around. Well, there's a sign over there, but probably just says bus stop. Yep. Okay, shift the sprint. Let's check around. Oh. What do you know? Okay, no path down though. Is it just me or is the FOV kind of low? I could change it. If I start to get a headache, I know the FOV, then I'll know the FOV is a bit too low. Did someone paint the barn? Okay. What? What is this, like a portrait to the past? Yeah, let's not do that. What is this? Oh.
Quella via mina alla casa veglia de Tat e della
That-
caplotta de Jeremias.
That's the way to Grandma's old house. And Jeremiah's chapel.
E faghes meglio de mirar intorno in pau von chi vine von.
I should investigate before moving on. Do you really want me to check out that painting? Yes? Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything else in the area. Alright, you know what? Let's walk right into the creepy painting. Okay, let's just go. Go! Okay, that worked. Is this the artist? Wait, is that my grandfather? No? Hello? Someone's saying help from the barn. Oh shit, that's my grandfather. Okay, that's pretty freaky. Okay, that's not, I guess that's not my grandfather. It's an old man. Well, well, my boy. Are you looking to follow your granddaddy? Step right in. It's nice and warm here. We're gonna... Oh. Who are you? Let's say an old friend of your grandpa. Let go of my hand. As you wish. But first, I'll give you something so you remember me. A man is only as good as his handshake. Ow. Yeah, that's pretty loud. Huh. Okay, well that escalated quickly. Ow, what the heck? And hey, we're in here. What?
Diaus en ciel. I see quai, dat.
Dear God. Is that you, Grandpa?
El sto ves teu que l'era saraus en.
He must have realized that he was trapped. He's got a smoke.
Sesa simplement queu, a spetches il filc.
Just sitting and waiting for the fire. What?
La pipa carezzada de tat.
Grandpa's beloved pipe.
Io salva la sco memoria.
I'll take it as a keepsake. Find tobacco for the pipe. Optional. Just chilling here. Does this happen to you in a fire?
Io vengo d'un flyne via per rompere quella maledizione, tat.
I'll find a way to lift this curse, Grandpa. Curse? How do you know it's a curse? Oh, we can't interact with these. Oh.
Si ci ha spindrau quella del feu che impegna.
The oven protected this from the fire.
Tat sto ve mes liennela per chiu ampliella.
Grandpa must have put it here for me to find. Oh.
In fotografia veglia de maisca a fond insieme con tat.
An old photograph of me as a boy with Grandpa.
Essa sevel scibugen sil muvel e fidievel scoda di cunel.
I love to sit in the Moville and pretend to drive it.
Si levar de vos a una schizza.
On the back is a diagram of some kind. What is that supposed to mean?
Io stai vini con tat o do quest maledeu clavau.
I have to get Grandpa out of this cursed barn somehow. Wait, didn't the letter say like he was buried or what? Oh hey, that's pretty cool. Cut out little eye holes.
Tat, già esce biau con tai.
Any comment about the house? Huh, there's a mysterious painter. Alright. I don't know what this means. Probably gonna use it for later, but right now we gotta investigate burnt down barn, if that's not done yet, and find tobacco for the pipe, because why not? Anything down there? Can I crouch? What's crouch? I guess there's no crouch here. Nothing. I doubt would find any tobacco here unless you kept it along with the photo. Well, I don't know what happened, but oh well. How do I... Well, I guess you couldn't do that. My hand is bending in... What? Okay, immediately I'm seeing like the connection between this guy's pencil sketches and... Well, the entire world is sketched in like pencil. Is the body even recoverable? How do you deal with that?
Sceltata è un cheu. Chi a Jeremias lusatrao?
If Grandpa is still in here, what did Jeremias bury? Okay, objective's done. Visit Grandpa's grave. Alright. I guess we gotta ask Jeremias. That way leads down. Actually, I noticed my face is blocking the loading icon. It's actually pretty interesting what it is. I'll move my face to the left. There we go. Where's the goat? Now that I have this weird... Oh, the painting's gone.
Il maletg til clavau in flammas es veneus.
The painting of the barn is gone.
Jeu stos en fla el. A quel cameliau el.
I must find it in its crater.
Il maletg til clavau. Jeu stos en fla el. A quel cameliau el.
That was weird. And I'm just taking it in stride. Will anything else open up before my weird hand powers? Which happened automatically, by the way. I didn't even push any button. Okay, if I see weird twisty parts, I could probably push through it. Down it is. Mundaun. Oh, I have a shadow. And so it begins.
A casa de tat.
Grandpa's house.
Con l'urgenzia raccontava la dina a mi che la sei divina construita avon centenès.
He used to tell me proudly that it was built centuries ago. Run. I should probably check Grandpa's house. Maybe there's tobacco in there. And find out what the hell happened to him. But first, this looks like it holds secrets. I saw this poster on the way in. Serpentini. That's the artist, huh?
Serpentini. Exposizione. Pictura moderna.
Serpentini. Exhibition of new paintings.
Casas per la pond. Domenica sarau. Mo sin invite personal.
House by the bridge. Closed on Sundays. Invitation only. Well. To the cemetery and the church. This thing keeps zooming in. Huh.
Para che la porta è serrata dende dens.
Looks like it's locked from the other side. As it is with these games. I see like a sketch in there. Alright, bus stop's that way. This is the road? Yeah, this is the road. Happy. So how do I get in? It's like a trap. Oh, stairs are here. Nice. What am I doing?
Ha! Il movel de tat.
Hey, it's the Moval. Grandpa's Moval. Can I drive it? Is there driving in this game? Oh, a key. And a block of wood. Okay. And a candle. Recently lit. Okay, I want to drive. Moval. Amdang Dahem. I want to drive. Oh, what's this? Find ignition key for Movil. Didn't we just find a key? Okay. Inventory stuff. Pretty cool. This doesn't look like an ignition key, does it? What am I supposed to do?
Na, bugia.
That doesn't work. Alright.
Jag non conosco la unigines frequences.
I don't know any radio frequencies yet. Interesting. Well, probably inside the house. That key probably is for the house. Oh, I can just go all the way from here. Okay. Q to exit. Interesting. So we can actually drive here. This is a pretty big place. A car would help. And we're just free to explore. Aha! This should work.
La clava è rotta.
The key broke off. Ugh. It's the bridge. What if I stare at it long enough? Does it come to life? Or is it just a memory? That's nice.
Pushpai il medem sia mi.
The same dream again.
Io son pigliaus in una combra nera profond sot la tiara.
I'm trapped in a black chamber deep underground.
Nidina finiastra. Nidina escia.
No windows, no doors.
Pushpai il io son nidina finiastra. Nidina escia.
Grandpa's been having dreams. Are there like survival elements in this game? Someone drank all the wine. Why is there a piece of meat hanging there? Okay. What the?
C'è fai una fotografia sbrigata da Michael?
What's a faded photo of me doing here? Slowly filling up with objectives.
Observaci mai.
Has someone been keeping tabs on me? What the? Are those like stats?
In una fotografia veglia da mai essa sevel scibugia. Si la varta vosa in schizza.
Yeah, we got a diagram of it. Okay. Oh, a switch. At least the lights work. Is there like a day and night cycle here? Oh well, let's go inside. The movals. Huh. Did Grandpa make these posters? Yeah, I guess.
La compagnia de tat durant l'uiara. Si la bandiera in soleil.
Grandpa's unit in the war. Their banner shows the sun.
La persona il sinistra del tot. Vese buoschi in giuldau.
The person in the far left doesn't look like a soldier. He looks like the old man we encountered at the barn. Grandpa's imaginary companion, maybe?
La casa de tat.
Grandpa's house.
Quella glis di una candaila che svese tras la finestra della combra de dormir.
There's candlelight coming from the bedroom window. As if living paintings are normal for him.
Pastors vid la lavura von biaons.
Farmers doing their work in days long gone. I guess I'm gonna need supplies. Oh, the lights were on. Oh. What's this? What? And matches. More shadow people and like a snowman. That's pretty creepy. Oh, another key.
Implacat per scursaladas de noc.
A poster showing night slaying.
La scursalava la dinisci bugendelas, pleuncas dil Mundaun giù.
I'd love to slay on the slopes of Mundaun. Seems pretty dangerous. Let's turn on the lights. You can save your game manually at grandfather clocks. The game also saves automatically at key moments. Ah, that's how we save. Oh, it's the loading symbol. Reminds you of Resident Evil. Okay, that is a save.
Una fotografia de tats durant lo iara.
It's a photo of Grandpa from the war.
La mai cinciau de quei temps.
He never talked about that time.
Ja sai propi bodrumios.
I really can't sleep now. Oh, doors actually open one way here. Discovered radio frequency. I wish I understood it. I guess we have tea at least. Coffee. Make coffee. Optional. Wait, there's food on the table? What the heck? And yeah, and the radio's on? Who's been staying in my grandfather's house? I could pick up the pan. You never know. E. Place an item from the inventory. Oh, hey. I wonder if there's inventory management here. I guess I could put this and cook something. Oh, I could make coffee. Right. Let's see what else is here. I could place stuff here. Why?
Quel sai eu dovrà aplitar per magasinar causas.
I can use this to store items later. That's cute. Oh, inventory management. I guess I'll take these. Oh, I ate something. Maximum health permanently increased. So these are my stats. Sanity, I guess. What's this? Skill in arms and health? Cool. Yeah, I wish I could understand Romansh. That's the language they use here. Let's make coffee. Can I investigate items? Does he like comment on it? Grandfather's pipe. I could just smoke.
La pipa è vita.
Oh. Matches. Items are easily missable here. Sounds like a vehicle, a tank. All right, the seats are in. I guess it's on the first floor. Let's make some coffee. I could use some coffee. Let's put wood in there and light it up. I should put the coffee on before lighting the fire. Tutorial mode. Do I use this for the coffee? I should fill the pan with water first. Makes sense. Where do I get water? How do I unequip this pipe? Oh, I didn't notice that. What the? I don't recognize this person. Why are you in the corner there? Is that the old man? That's creepy. Would have missed that detail. So many little details. Jesus. Oh, okay. That looks like a Resident Evil door. Cross. Cross-shaped key with a strange swirl pattern on it. That's the sleigh he likes using. Shit, it's locked. Something blocking it from the other side. What is that chair supposed to be? I'm just questioning everything now. Glacier? Gotta say though, I'm already pretty much drawn into this game. Very atmospheric. Water. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh crap, what the hell? I just wanted to use the bathroom. Oh crap. Was it in there? I can't even get. Jeez. Any creepy stuff here? My old room when I was living with Grandpa. That's a lot of signs. I used to venture out with a screwdriver when I got bored. All the possible sites. Church. What did I... Map? Okay, Grandpa's house. Up the road. Left. Hug the wall. Go all the way up there. CC. What's this supposed to be? What? Treasure? The colony. Science fiction? Why do I get the feeling that the old man is a recurring figure we'll see all around? That's creepy. We'll put this here. And it's not mine. What is that supposed to be? CC. That's my name, I guess. Memories. So many details here. Okay, the bathroom's freaking me out. I just want to get some water. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, there isn't even any water. Oh! That's me. Should I keep staring? It's the hand. What's that supposed to mean? What does anything mean? Wait, where is that? All in my head, right? All in my head. Wait. Shit. Okay, that is pretty cool. Oh, hey, a tip. Look into the mirror. Okay, that was not creepy at all. What is this? Wine?
Leusot la Cruz Grande a il Senteri.
There by the big cross is the graveyard. Okay, I should be checking out the cemetery. Right, I should be... We got a main quest here, but we also got a bunch of stuff to do, like make coffee. The quest for coffee begins. I have no idea where to get water. Oh, I guess I need to go.
Oh.
I think this is supposed to have like survival elements, right? Flush. Can't wash my hands though. Not my fault. Man. I'm just carrying around a backpack. Oh, it whispers. What is it? Nothing. Okay. Why is it zooming in on the sleigh? Oh shit, that freaked me out. That's just
Il Jordan do jaren de tat.
Grandpa's things from the war.
Huh?
What a bizarre lock. Is there a keyhole?
Quai vabo.
No. What does that look like? Just put something to the... Huh. All these secrets! Well, I can't pick these up. Maybe I should just continue and eventually I'll pick up stuff that are relevant. And end the game with coffee, right? That is bizarre. If this is supposed to be the kitchen, there's no water. What is this anyway? Like a battery? What is... Sun? Anyway, let's continue. Let's leave that there. What do I put down here? What is that part for? Oh,
Io dovresti mettere acqua e la cazzetta.
Right, let's take it and fill it with water. Let's
Io
just...
dovresti mettersi il caffè, buon caffè fiuc.
Can I take the log back? No, I cannot. Fill the pan with water. Where did we get it? There's no water up there, so we gotta... Hey! Ooh, binoculars. Hey! Okay, now that's creepy. That's a barn. Wait, that's the barn, right? Or no, that isn't it. Barn's the other way. Why are there a set of binoculars here? Hey! Actual people. That's where you went. The black goat. What else do we have here? Well, let's follow the map we drew. Take a left over here. What tasks do we have left? Find tobacco. Find ignition key. We found a key. But for what? We don't know yet. I wonder what you're looking for. So we're just pretty much free to explore any way we want, huh? This looks interesting. What are you supposed to be? Hey, how's it going, Den Mother? Yeah, Mundaun. Yeah, I'm pretty much late to the party. This is released almost a year ago, but one of our viewers, Corin Trickfoot, recommended it last year for games to play during October. I ended up playing Resident Evil 7 last year, so here I am. Catching up. Getting lost. It's actually been quite immersive so far.
Quels pretending que caffè fece courage.
They advertise that this coffee will give you courage. I've been trying to make coffee, but I couldn't find any water. Really odd optional tasks so far. Find tobacco. Find water. Why would I set this on fire? Okay, I found a key. This should work, right? Yes, it works. And more coffee. More coffee, but no water. Come on. Oh well. Now I'm curious. It's like light it. Ah, water! The lengths I would go for a cup of coffee. Fill the pan. It's a very interesting art style. Like, I didn't know how it would be like in motion. And it's, yeah, you're right. It's like the right amount of unsettling. It's great. You know, now I'm super curious. I'm able to light this up. There might be something under, right? But have you finished this yourself then, Mother? You know, I'm not gonna light this place up yet. I just got here. I'm supposed to be visiting my grandfather's grave because I found my grandfather. Oh, I can light this up. I can light everything up. How many matches do I even have? Look at that, there's a smiley face on it. I think my grandfather sketched a lot of these things. I'm also surprised at the amount of freedom I have now. It's like I could go anywhere. Um. Okay, before I get further, just let's go up here. Okay, the ominous noises. Ah, God. Oh, Zen moment. Oh, nice. Cartographer achievement, 1 out of 6. Honestly, then mother, like, yeah, I can only play horror TTRPGs. Like horror movies. I miss out on a lot. I admit I miss out on a lot. Because I just get so easily scared. I have a hard time watching anything horror. But like every October, I try to push myself to try and experience more horror. The farthest I could go is like Resident Evil 7 and 8 last year. Oh, and I also played Until Dawn. That is full of jump scares. I fall for a lot of jump scares. This one though, it's gentle and creepy. I like it so far. Slowly going mad, I guess, because of this old man. So, this game doesn't really handhold you. It's up to you to explore. Yeah, I think it's because video games, since we're given so much agency in it. Actually, that's an interesting thing. Like, we're able to handle TTRPGs. We do play it. We do have agency there. But I think our imagination is able to filter out whatever we need to. And create the picture that we're okay with. For film, the picture's given to us, but we have no agency. So it's just, yeah, give it to me. I have no control. I can close my eyes whenever I want. And you just can't accept that. But the in-between, yeah, like I have a hard time with games as well. Like really scary games. I couldn't get through Amnesia. Like I remember Amnesia, I think, started a whole new wave, or it was there during a new wave of horror games, which what's the term? Took away power from the player. We had a lot of survival horror games, but we didn't get much games like Amnesia, where you had to run away and you had no power against the monster. And the fact that you're in control and you had to look at the screen to play it, I think that's what made it super terrifying. But that is an interesting thing, like what really gets us, right? But in my case, I also have a hard time watching movies. TTRPGs are fine. Let's go into the creepy cave because we got a map that said yes. Let's go in here. Oh, it was his old hideout. My old hideout. I almost forgot about it. Days and nights I spent in here. It is when I first came to live with Grandpa after my parents passed away. Huh. Happy memories. Let's light this, shall we? Yeah, let's light it now. There we go. Whoa. Ah. Oh. Surprisingly touching. I spent my days searching for the right stones. Oh shit! Oh, come on. I just put those up. Scary old ghost thing. So that's kind of sad. Okay, found the right stones to bring them back in this form at least. Why did the ghost have to do that? Why? Why did he have to destroy the memory of my parents? Ha! Built them again. Can't touch them. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're not gonna wreck them. They're forever in my memories. Alright, that is pretty... Okay, was that the only jump scare in this game? Because, jump scares kill me. Okay, that was pretty nice, though. It's interesting how they're just going with the whole surrealism. I mean, everything's just so surreal. I got an achievement for finding this. Figurative. But, is that all we're getting? I guess the reward for exploration here is just really fleshing out the world and the backstory. Like, I could just go to my grandfather's grave right now and do the main quest, quote-unquote main quest, but... I believe this game is less than 10 hours, based on how long to beat. And I'm not sure if that's with fully exploring everything. I do take my time, so let's see. That's a nice little niche there. Okay, well I can scratch that off my list. We were just supposed to make coffee, alright? Let's make coffee. Let's start the day right. And before we go to my grandfather's grave... Empty grave, probably. We need to have a word with Jeremias because our grandfather... Well, I found my grandfather sitting on a freaking chair inside the burned down bar. Coffee. All right. Okay, how long is it gonna take? I don't know how to make coffee this way. I hope I don't burn it. Oh crap. Nice. Let's enjoy this cup. We worked so hard for it. Fear resistance permanently increased. Worth it. But in these kinds of games, it's like I want to see what happens when I lose my sanity. Like honestly, when I play Call of Cthulhu, I want to see those sanity hits. Alright, what's next? So we found our little hideout. That's cool. Find tobacco for the pipe. I have no idea where to find tobacco. Find the ignition key for the Movell. I probably missed the tobacco. Or maybe the tobacco's in my grandfather's war room. Let's continue on. What's down here? Oh. Is that a person? Oh, I think that was a person. Okay, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, I could cycle big equipment, place item from the... Huh. Hold and release the Pope. I guess I have a weapon now. Yeah. Yeah. What, is there fighting here? Okay. I'm just turning on all the lights, you know, just in case. Just in case. Oh, damn it, the guy took the last one. I guess you gotta go up manually. At least we found a weapon. In case... I don't know what's gonna kill us here. Is that the barn? Wasn't the barn the other way? So what's down there? Why is it covered in mist? Why are we here? I think this is a bad idea. I think this is a terrible idea. Oh crap! It's a very terrible idea. Search! Resist lighting that on fire. Lights! Oh crap, what? I don't need to hide from anything right now. Yeah, so... I almost pressed that E button. I almost lit it up. That mother. I don't want to burn down the whole place, right? I'm out of here. Look, there's even a weapon here. Cross! Oh, okay, I guess I can't pick it up. So we were looking for a cross-shaped key, but that's entirely too big. Alright, let's go to the cemetery. How do I cycle again? R. Ominous arrangements. Yeah, typical, right? It's like burn down the haunted house or burn down everything. It's a it's a very common response that I see in a lot of tables. In horror games especially. Okay, so the cross-shaped key is from Jeremiah's. Alright, forwarded to the next zone. Damn it. So where's the church? There's the church. You've abandoned me, black goat. Hi. Are you the goat master? Alright. This is so clean. And not penciled. No, not even shaded. Sus. Yeah, I had to check it out. Like, I've never heard this language before, so I checked it out. Language, Mundaun language, and yeah, the 4th official language. It's so cool. Jeremiah's? No answer. I'm coming in. Grumble, grumble. Is nowhere. There's just supposed to be a simple thing to do. Okay. Okay, now that's ominous.
Hello, Bobetta.
Hey, little girl.
Bella scaures as.
Lovely goats you have. I'm sorry, are you gonna kill me with that?
caplotta de Jeremias.
Must be the coffee. I had too much coffee. I like how she's framed. I like how she's framed here, though, like that, and then the twin peaks that never, the what did it say? Never. It's never snow capped. The two peaks of Mundaun, twin peaks of Mundaun. It's so. I don't know. I bet she's connected somehow. This is nice.
Has tigrat montau il soleil?
Did you just move the sun? Black and white, you know, maybe Twin Peaks. It does. It sounds very nice. I thought it was like Italian, like it did kind of sound like Italian. So what is this message, girl? Some items can be used from the inventory.
La bubetta ha tremes in disegno mi.
The little girl sent me this drawing.
Si c'è columbrive della caplotta.
Something about the shadow of the chapel. Okay. She moved the sun. And I need to find whatever is under its shadow.
L'ombrive del clocher della caplotta muossa exactament 5 grep.
The shadow of the chapel tower, the shadow of the chapel tower points exactly to this rock. I think that's accessible. No. Okay, little girl, I'm gonna follow exactly what you say. The key, maybe? Okay. Ah!
In beats up, Jeremias.
Nice hiding place, Jeremias. We got it. Achievement. Achievement name is Praise the Sun. Praise the Sun. Okay, we're back in business. I think they should open the one in my grandfather's house as well. Why is there a lock? Why did Jeremiah put a lock in my grandfather's house? What's going on? Alright, here we go. Praise the Sun. Elden Ring in 2 days. I need to pre-order that before I forget. Okay. There is no body. Jeremias, I have so many questions. Wherever the hell you are.
La fossa è vitta.
The grave is empty.
Uras de discorrer con plevon Jeremias.
Time to confront Father Jeremias, the priest. That's right. Time for mass.
F et C. Florin camminava. Questo es esser la fossa de Tat.
F and C, Florin Caminada. This is where Grandpa was supposed to be buried. Who's next to you?
U et C. Ursina camminada. La fossa de Tata.
It really does sound like Italian. Ursina Caminada, Grandma's grave. Right, let's check in Jeremiah's, and try out his key in my grandfather's house. She's gone. Black goat, devil. You were untouched by the pencil sketches. Oh, this place seems very clean. Oh shit! Am I not allowed here? It's kind of funny the way the hand... My hand is like... They're like wet noodles!
Tipus poi.
You again.
Sunt dappertut.
It's always me.
Grazie che ti metti su entrar.
Thanks for getting me in here.
Ultimamente stiamo su in simmetrica che da Troia.
Not long ago, I taught some people in Troy a similar trick. You got me there. You got me there. Jesus, wait, you're alive? Maybe it's something in the water. Yeah.
Codin. Fantastical.
Curden, what are you doing here?
Assurinho my brev.
Didn't you get my letter? I did. Something was off. Father. Oh, I can listen to the church frequency if I ever want to. You got a lot of explaining to do. See the slow camera zoom. Alright, it stopped.
Bienji, signor Plevon.
Greetings, Father.
Deus segue contai.
May the Lord be with you, my son.
Eu ai sorvinho vos a breve, Jeremias.
I got your letter, Jeremiah. Oh, there's a hand. I think I could have selected the response.
Vos vai scrit que tat sei di mort.
You wrote that Grandpa is dead?
Morts is het raus.
Dead and buried.
In feu can clavau.
A fire in his barn.
Fetch tragic.
Very tragic.
Il feinsto avet pi auffiung.
The hay must have caught fire.
Io tata sai pipa carezzada.
Your grandpa and his beloved pipe.
E sto esse se dormentaus.
He must have dozed off. Ha! Barricaded windows.
De coines finiastres seradas con aises?
Why are the windows boarded up? Well, yes.
Schau dat in stemprau? Al radio ben probeer in stemprau?
It's in case of a storm. There was something on the radio.
Anque bolas iniciales de meu tats in quella quista de len.
Aren't those the initials of my grandfather on that wooden box?
F e C con il simbolo de flores. Florin caminada.
Yes, F and C with the flower symbol, Florin Caminada.
Mira?
Look,
In a candaina.
a candle.
La candaila da patten da tiuta.
The baptism candle of your grandfather. There's also numbers there, 693.
Ti dois avere.
You should have it.
En vida ella questa sera von chialit.
Light it tonight before you go to sleep.
Meta ella sin la corni.
Just like the painting. Put it on the windowsill.
En memoria de Florin.
In remembrance of Florin.
Vos res menseñas. La fossa de tat e vita.
You're lying. I found Grandpa's grave empty.
Vos lasciaun vos el in quella ruina arsa.
You left him in that charred ruin.
Nous avons une proude pour ta la barre. Moi, nous avons une pour dire tirella.
We tried to recover his body, but we couldn't get to it.
Il y a que je Deus. Torna por na voz.
The place is cursed. Don't go back there.
Eu estou preparado para para domingo.
I must prepare the sermon for Sunday.
Stai questa notte nella casa da teu tat. Stai bocão.
Stay in your grandfather's house tonight. Don't linger.
Da bom vas in Vasco in Prebus.
Hey, hey! Tomorrow you leave on the first bus.
Pitiai, signor Plevon.
Wait, Father Jeremias. He just kind of sunk into the ground. There's stairs back there. What the hell is going on? Put the candle on the windowsill and stay overnight. 623. I can't... Oh, fine. I can't chase after you. I'm gonna have to let you off the hook for now. Okay. Keep that in mind. I don't know if that's relevant. 623 hook. Oh, look, I have a... I have the pitchforks in my back. Boarded up the windows, indeed. And I still don't have any tobacco to smoke. Oh, grandfather. And it's nighttime. The devil, huh? Crap, am I supposed to go through the misty area? I think that's the only path. Yep. Whoa. The mist cleared. Right, well. Yeah, the fog's gone. Why am I walking slower? Okay, I got a weapon! Shh. Oh, I'm gonna fight. Hey. With a pitchfork. Perfect. Shit, one way. How do I crouch, hide? I can't? Let's go around here. Jesus. What's going on here, Korgal? My grandfather's house burned down. I came here for the funeral, but there was no body. The body was left inside it. Something's frightening you. Fear can slow you down or even paralyze you. They follow the path, huh? It is a psychological horror game, I would say. So we've been cursed by this old man, kind of like a devil. And I guess he's plaguing this town. Oh, fuck me! What was that? It in. Jesus. Yep. So we received a letter from Jeremias, the priest, telling us that, oh, our grandfather died in a fire in the barn. And that they're going to bury him properly And you don't have to come here. That's what they said. Of course, we decided to come here. And we saw this old man. We don't know, some otherworldly entity. Girl who controls the sun somehow. It's a whole thing, Gorgo. We're trying to find out what happened to my grandfather. My grandfather was basically burned alive for some reason in his barn, and we're picking up all these clues, and it seems to be an open-ended exploration adventure. Supposedly they're like light survival elements. I guess we saw a bit of, well, quote-unquote combat. More avoiding it. I don't know if we can handle it, but yeah, we need to find a key to the car. I'm still bothered by this optional task. I haven't been able to find tobacco. But now this priest tells us that, yes, there's a curse. You shouldn't have come here. We're holding a service tomorrow to stay in the house. Put the candle on the windowsill and stay overnight in Grandpa's house. This is where we are. I just made myself some coffee. Everything's fine. This is cute though. The storage area. So you can like put stuff in it. See, it's pretty cool. But we have space, so we're gonna take everything. This is the inventory. It's our backpack. Coffee actually helped us out. It permanently increased our fear resistance. And eating a healthy meal also increased our health. Why the creepy? I'm gonna save. So it seems my grandfather has been plagued by, okay, grandfather is a war vet. So, based on what we've heard so far from I'm just gonna call him the old man, because that's what he was subtitled as. The old man burned my hand, cursed me, and apparently I was able to, when I stepped into the church, the old man thanked me for getting him into the church. And he said that he taught the same thing to some people in, the Trojan War. Probably couldn't have entered the church without my help. So get some coffee. Father Jeremiah's locked this door. Wait, no. It's not the key. We lost the key. Crap. Oh, we should make more coffee actually. But it's nighttime and I don't want to go back out there just to get water. But I guess this is like a thematic way of increasing our sanity sanity resistance. Is that the way we call it? Fear resistance. Coffee. So we're supposed to light this candle. Well, I'm not going back out there. Not going back out there. So I'm just gonna sleep. Everything will be fine in the morning. Got a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Forget any of that happened, and we're good. Windowsill. Put the candle... Windowsill. How do I do that? Fuck. That's why we need the candle, right? Candle, candle. Should I open all the windows? How am I gonna sleep with that? I'm just gonna close my eyes. The difficulty of enemy encounters can be adjusted in the settings. Hey, IHS. Why are there spikes? What the hell?
In Charias, tat metteva dina quels il pezz avant che si dormentava.
A Wurgishil? Grandpa used to put it on his chest before he went to sleep. What is Wurgishil? I need to Google this. So a Wurgishil. Mundaun dev. Oh, first result is Mundaun. Board with spikes. Well, maybe he'll explain it in the game. To fend off evil spirits. Board with spikes on your chest. That doesn't seem very pleasant. I guess I'm putting it... Ah.
Eu spero de se vedi data d'un flaruau stat.
I hope I can help find you... I hope I can help you find peace, Grandpa. Left the radio on. It's okay. I got a board with spikes on me. I got a work shell. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Okay, that was an interesting first day. So there really was a storm. Shit. Let's close it up. Never mind. Leave it open. Is it someone knocking on my door? Oh, fuck! What? Ah, little girl. Hi. You scared the shit out of me. What? Watch out behind you. Wait, why are they out and about? Find the little girl outside. I need coffee. But there's no water in this house. Can I make a coffee run? Of all the things to worry about, can I... In-game, can I make a coffee run in-game? What happened to the chapel? We let the devil inside. Devil inside burned the church. Shh. Hey! Hello! Are you gonna lead me to the little girl? Okay, look, I need to make some coffee. I'll be right back. Oh god, can I just fill it up with rainwater? But that place is full of hay. The creatures are gonna rise from there, right? Oh shit, shit, shit. You're here. I just wanted to make some coffee, but I found you.
Am provesti de gizi mi.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Sasti bocincha.
Can't you talk?
Am provesti de gizi sasti bocincha.
So far, she's been helping us. She's been sending us these notes as to what to do next. For example, okay, these look like army people. The old man with a cane fending off, you know, if he's the devil. What's it supposed to be? Inside, wine, light. Flashback. Oh, yeah, but thanks for hanging out, Korgol. This is interesting. Yep. This. Oh. Oh! It is a flashback. Am I my grandfather? Okay, is that our commanding officer just drunk? Again with a goat. Oh, that's my grandfather.
Qua è dat de juven.
It's grandpa's a young man.
Schwester stauderon du jara.
This must be during the war. Well, shit. I don't know if you slept with a goat, man, but...
Quel stomatai dormiossi e baracca.
looks like he's sleeping it off. Well, what are we supposed to do, Florin?
Nebbiala caura, alva scola knife.
A beautiful snow white goat. So, the little girl was flanked by a black and white goat.
Un curios mostra alen zupail.
But what a strange black pattern it has on its head. Florin? Is that the war? Or the battle plan? OP Bef 12. I guess I better follow him. The little girl. What's that around your neck? Wait! Grandfather. Twin Peaks. We're on top of the mountain. Where are we going? Ah. It's Jeremiah's. It's in the hands of the Lord now. He was here. As expected, our dear Corporal Walther is drunk. Any minute now, they'll attack. Have a look over the ridge. Have I told you, HR? My wife is with child again. I guess it doesn't matter now. Jeez.
Dire armate pronte per fare l'attacca.
It's a whole army getting into position to attack.
Vai alla fine.
It's over. What now? Oh! Did you offer them salvation?
Forse non è stato pers, mis amis.
Everything does not have to be lost, my friends.
Quando ad una via, ubrigia.
There's always a way, wouldn't you agree? I see. Kind of like Kratos when he's about to lose his life. Oh, the language, it's called Romansh. Apparently, it's the 4th official language of Switzerland. Let me double check that. Yep, it's Switzerland's 4th national language, Romansh. Never heard it before. It sounds really good. And yeah, the art direction, the pencil sketching, how it connects to, well, the grandfather and the grandson. It's pretty cool. It's the white goat! No!
Quella cauror del siemi.
It's the goat from the dream.
Se mein seu ciao.
Or at least the head of it. What did we do? Okay, we made a deal with the devil to get us out of that. It defeated the army? Get me out of here. That's my devil's mark. Look at my hand. It's the painter again. The painter painted the burning barn. Ow! I'm being pelted by rocks. I should take shelter underneath the big trees in the graveyard. Ow. There's light in the graveyard. Oh. Grandmother? Oh, Jeremiah's. Who's there? Choose a topic to talk about. I saw you in the war.
Jou had een visioen. Jou had veel woest rond Lujara.
I had a vision. I saw you in the war.
A Florina muss hauen sie join.
Did Florina show you? Florina? What?
Hella schon in eine Stadie nach vorn spezial.
She always was a peculiar child.
Voor je een temps cheers de letzte zones.
Those were dark times.
En also wenn je naar push bij temps cheers.
The dark times are upon us again. Dark times?
Als wil maar je kaplotten.
Did you see my chapel?
Hella ben je de profanada.
It has been defiled.
Boa idea. Coque la podia surmontar la sava ed entrar in la kaplotta.
I have no idea how he could ever have passed the threshold and enter it. Okay, that's my bad.
Jou avevi non veglia in mia vision de Lujara. Ci è qua.
I saw an old man appear in my vision of the war. Who is he?
Ela je dina push poi comparius en il decurs della historia, in temps de desperation.
He's appeared throughout history in times of despair.
Ed ossa ai el para turnaus.
And it seems he is back amongst us once again. I found something. The white goat. Oh. So there's a black and white goat, I guess. Well, I found this.
Oh, Dios por you.
Il ciao caura era si altar.
This goat's head was placed on the altar.
Il ciao da alegria.
Allegria's head.
Ci hai allegria.
Who is Allegria?
La caura preferida de Corporal Walter.
Corporal Walter's most prized goat.
Distos da il ciao a Walter.
You must bring the head to Walter.
E sarà quinta ti de pli, shell vol.
He can tell you more if he so chooses.
Ci hai corporal Walter.
Who's Corporal Walter?
Inca staus en loiara cutiutate mai.
A fellow soldier of ours back in the war.
Ies corporal era shell era bo propi in manadre de vaia.
Our corporal, actually. Although he wasn't much of a leader.
Florina ai sia niazza.
Florina, the little girl, is his niece.
E ne wam fiau quel corporal Walter.
Where can I find this Corporal Walter?
Io ai bo viu el de pions.
I haven't seen him for many, many years.
Tiu tata visitau el seu bunker.
Your grandfather used to visit him in his bunker.
El portava reforniment.
He brought him supplies.
Poi des ti efface ti vot sin chapunel.
You should do the same if you want to speak with him.
Ele dine staus in nach storm e durant lo jara ai tot un monumento.
He's always been a drunken eccentric and the war made him worse.
Nua hai il bunker.
Where's this bunker?
Distos ida le via si.
You have to follow the street up the mountain.
A paia is in meme los. Io trach che ti stresses prender il movel de Florin.
It's too far to walk, so I suggest you take Florence Mouville.
C'hai reforniment portava tate del.
What are these supplies Grandpa brought him?
Florina deponiu quella claftir mai.
Florine gave me this key for safekeeping.
Forza anfles de pli et siu luvratori.
Maybe you can find out more in his study.
Cau prenela.
There it is. Here you go.
Senza vese, signor Plevon.
Goodbye, Father.
Io sai ti putai.
The Lord be with you. It stopped. Raining stone.
Adia, signor Plevon.
Io sai ti putai.
Well. That's what I get for coming here. So thankfully, the little girl is there to help us out. And Jeremiah's. No monsters. I need to burn everything. Jeez. No, I gotta save it. Oh, it's the barn. All I wanted was some tobacco. But wow, I didn't expect to have to, there would be driving and everything here. It's only just begun. I forgot to get water. Alright, it's morning, we're fine. Let's increase our fear resistance with some coffee. I wonder if we can go up there. Oh, there's a back entrance here. I didn't see that. Creepy masks. Oh god. What the hell? Hey, it's another thing. It's another one of these things.
Quay ai audiata, pliter of your bow.
I already have one, which is all I need. What was that supposed to be? Is that the tobacco?
La pippa ai vita.
I'm not even sure what this is. Yeah, what the hell is it supposed to be? Battery? I can only carry one.
In tonja.
Oh, I don't know why there's like one missing. Is it my face? Who are these people? So I guess I can't go up there yet. Where the little girl was. I'm gonna need the cable car thing. But it's down there. And someone else took it already. Alright. Let's prepare for the journey as much as we can. Maybe I'll find tobacco from Walter. Shit. Fog's getting thicker. Or is it just me? Actually, good question. So the war, the uniforms look really. The uniforms kind of look like early turn of the century, World War I. I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to Google it, like what the exact year the game's set in. I'm not sure if there was like a clue. Huh. Well, I will need to use the bathroom first, though. I'll be right back. And we're back. Well, I do know that this takes place in the Swiss Alps, but as for the exact year, putting together what we've seen so far, with the tanks in the distance, World War One or World War Two, I'm thinking. Well, no. Our grandfather lived World War One, World War Two, so this should be. And my grandfather just burned. And then present day, we were in a bus, so mid 20th century, I guess. Perhaps 30 years after World War II, 67, 60s, 70s maybe. That's my rough estimate. If our grandfather fought in World War One or World War Two. Yep. And Mundaun takes place in the Swiss Alps. Well, this is a pretty old place, but there, another hint as to the uniform and the war.
La compagnia de tat durant l'uiara, si la bandiera a insulei.
And their banner shows the sun.
La persona il sinistra del tot.
And of course, the old man, or devil, or whoever he is. Right, coffee. An involved process, isn't it? But this is worth it. Let's turn on the radio. Oh, right. Because my hotkey was for the other side. Right, that should be it. Oops. And let's enjoy this cup. Yeah, there we go. Increasing that. Alright, let's have a look at my grandfather's study. Oh, god damn, Farina. We're gonna go see your uncle. But I gotta stop showing up like that. Hi. Is that thing protecting you? Whatever that is? So I'm just gonna have a look inside. You know, your grandfather was the corporal of my... Anyway. Okay. Are you gonna stay out there? I was wondering why they put a chair there. I guess it is just for Florina. Excuse me. Bees. This picture gave me nightmares as a child. Grandpa never took me with him to the beekeepers up near the Alp. But their honey is the best I have ever tasted. Oh. Oh, these honey pots are empty. Turn on the lights. The church, the sun. Praise the sun.
Jeu sentel can se tgei en scheiva sil pez.
I feel something stirring on the summit.
Tieu sen schiel, fai che sbagliel.
Please, Lord, let me be wrong. Per Walther, Mel Darius, Florina, Thane, Vinars. So we got wine, we got goat head. Do we have to bring Florina with us?
Per Walter, Mel, Florina, Fein, Caurus, Vinars.
Oh, there, we got it. Wait. Okay, for Walther, we need to ask. I guess this means we need to get honey from Florina, hay from the goats, and schnapps. We have the schnapps.
Sper Vinars sai oligna in plait, trezzo col gommi, bogni.
Next to schnapps, I can make out an erased word, bathroom. Yeah, that is a creepy moment. I stared into a mirror and the world behind me changed, revealing a secret room where I found the wine. The schnapps. Okay. Find honey. Find schnapps. Bathroom. We're done. Cross that out. Gather hay. With Mouvel. Alright. We found the schnapps. Tobacco! Finally.
O se le pipa cargada.
There, the pipe is full now.
O se le pipa cargada.
Coffee and cigarettes. What's that for, though? What is it for? Oh, it's this thing. Wait. This. Alright, 1, 2. Let's push it.
El vabo.
It doesn't work.
Las baterias.
Let's check the batteries. Aha! We do have a battery. There we go.
Ina batteria meuca.
We do have one. One battery's missing. Perfect. And go. All right. Okay, where do we stop that? Under. There we go. Objective complete. Got my tobacco. Found the ignition key. Let's ask Florina for some honey. Is she gonna be there? She's gone. Of course she's gone. Find honey and gather hay with Movell. So we need to activate the Movell. Gather some hay. I think I know a place where to get hay from. And we're off. That's still locked. Yeah. Not sure how to access that. I think that's enough smoking for now. Jeez. 6 matches left. That's a happy goat. Still bothered by this door. Well, I think we're supposed to come back eventually because we can't even access this. Walter will probably have more. Maybe the key for this because, they were soldiers in arms, comrades in arms. Anyway, wherever Florina is. Are you in the kitchen? That's where the Mouvelle is. Why is it blinking? Let's save. All right. Let's go get the Mouvelle. Haha, of course she's here. There you are. Ready to leave? Florina, right? We're gonna get some hay. Then apparently you're supposed to help me get some honey. Cause yeah. Let's go.
Oh, accompagnes-ti mai?
Oh, you're joining me?
Se te in bain, la via ai plein ruosnes.
Hold on to your seat. This will get bumpy. Oh. Thanks. Think we're in for a pleasant ride. To gather hay, drive over it. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm gonna be sick. Let's fill this up. The FOV's killing me. Alright. Almost. Oh, I'm getting sick. We're good. Ah, Sue. Mobile's good. I have the schnapps and enough hay. I have to get the honey further up the mountain near the Alp. And then it's time to find the bunker and pay Walter a visit. Interact with the light button to turn on the Mouvelle headlights.
Kilohertz. Le frequenze da radio.
A radio frequency? How do I know it's 161.3? Sorry. I know you like that station, but I gotta get this open. Full. The loader can't carry any more hay. If you forget where you parked, use the nearest poster to resummon the hay loader. Oh, that's what the posters are for. Looks like some sort of microphone. Maybe it's connected to the opening mechanism for this gate. Ah, okay, so the right radio station. Yep. We just have to set the right radio station then. Oh, I put my pitchfork there. Okay, that's off. 161.3. There we go. But I'm cursed. Look at my hand. I'm just gonna be bringing the old man wherever we are. We're gonna curse this whole mountain. I shouldn't even be here. Oh, right. Let's go. I'm just gonna explore. There it is again. This is where the... Okay. The painter captures anything that burns down. Need to find him. I did not expect this game to be like this. It's very interesting. Oh, this one leads all the way down. Okay, there's a way up there. But let's check this building first. That doesn't sound good. I don't have a key. Oh. It's him.
Serpentini, Exposizione, pittura moderna, Casas per la Ponte,
House by the bridge, closed on Sundays, invitation only. We saw this already. Serpentini. So this house is... There's a key. But should we really be entering the house where the creepy noises are coming from? Yes, yes, we should. Okay, this FOV is making my head hurt. I turned it all the way down because there's no numerical value. And I get a bit obsessive compulsive about this. Like, I wish there was an actual number to make sure like it's halfway or at exactly 90. That should be fine, right? See, now we get a bit of fisheye effect. I don't really like that. So half of this. How's that? There, that seems a bit less headache inducing. And barely any fisheye effect. Okay, here we go. So this is AI's house. Okay, I can see it crawling up there. Okay. Or are you down here? So I have a limited number of matches, so I don't want to waste it. Okay, that's that's creepy. Jeez. I'm gonna go down. Yes. Maximum health permanently increased. Finding random food in the world. Good job. Let's save. Now we're ready to face the monster. Let's see if we can take it down. Or I could set this ablaze. Nah, let's try it. Come on! Oh, we have to burn it, I think. I'm turning into one of them! Only fire kills it? Well, now we don't have access. Well, that's what I get for burning down everything. Maybe the fire will be gone by the time we're done exploring. Yeah, this FOV is definitely better. Painter, again. Another key. So you're here with every site of disaster. Is that what your thing is? It's back there. Hopefully the fire's out, so we can check the rest of the house. So I'm not sure if we're able to kill it with just the pitchfork. I think fire is required. Alright, sounds like the fire's down. Okay, did it come back? Nice. Replace this. Cool. And what is this?
Qua è una pagina ordin manual da plibaul per una buista militar.
It's a page of an old military rifle manual. Nice. Rifle handling permanently increased, so we can actually get a rifle at some point. Huh. What else can we find here? Miraculously, it didn't burn down. I wonder if we lost anything by burning everything. Doesn't seem so. We're good. I think that's all we can get from here. Good find. Thanks for waiting. Let's go. And turn on some music. There we go. Keyboard driving.
Kilohertz. Le frequenze da radio.
It's pretty cool. She's not afraid at all. Shh. Okay, that's weird. Will my hand move it? It's old man again. This is the old tunnel, son. I'm pleased that you found it. Trippy. Do you like my gift? Useful. What did you do to me? Ingrate. Where does this tunnel lead? Take a look for yourself. I was wondering, am I gonna like slip off or I'm gonna... Well, so much for getting honey. Or was that just another trippy sequence and the way is open for us? We're just this vessel at this point. And we're back. She's gone. Shit. Florina? Oh, crud. Look, I'm sure she'll turn up somewhere. Or maybe I should drive back. Florina is gone. I hope she's alright. Onwards, I guess. Bees, bridge. Okay. B for the honey, bridge for the artist, and I'm not sure what you call those lifts. Matches. Oh, what's this? AF, whoever lived here.
S'invia els apicultors per recalciar in tequets de lor mel legendar.
On my way to the beekeepers to procure some of their famous honey.
Perché va la suletta via alla bonna tras la casa de quel pictur?
Why does the only path of the bridge lead through that painter's house? I guess they don't really like him.
Para che la porta è serrata dende dens. Para che la porta è serrata dende dens.
Locked from the other side. Monster come out here. Should burn it already. and a tunnel. All these things out in the world. Unload hay at station. Oh, that's a station. Alright. Oh, that is the path we're supposed to go. Alright. Oh. The path that leads... Yeah, this is the other side. There we go. Cool. So, what's down here? Should even be down here. Ah, painter's house. It's really dark. Man, this place, there's the bridge. This place is surprisingly, it's pretty big. I feel like I'm going way off course. This is where the little girl dropped the clue. Florina. And what? We're on the other side. Bridge and honey. I think we were supposed to unload the hay. But we're so far away already. You know, let's unload the hay first before we continue on this path. Why is there a basin there? Why can't I move forward? Is it because I haven't dropped off the honey? The hay? Fine. That's weird. I couldn't move. Oop. I'm not going in that water. I don't know what's gonna happen. Alright. Let's drop off that hay. Probably should have done that first. So many stops. Bullets. Well. Can we just keep the car running? Oh, jeez. Can I run him over? Apparently not. So the station's over there. Ha! I push you all the way to the other side. Oh, but I can just always walk around it. Damn it. Oh god. What? Headless goat. Oh, headless goat's gone. Oh shit. Oh shit. What do I do? They shoot me. I need to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Crap. I saw someone at the gates. Fuck. Shit. What? It's the artist house. I should investigate the bleeding from my backpack. Damn it.
Gawin di na fan.
There's no handle. Okay, I think we're safe here. Bleeding? What the heck?
Ti is alerta.
You're awake.
Ti sigir sait.
You must be thirsty.
Jag don't sicher bai bare ti.
Let me get you some more. Psst. Oh. I'm just taking it in stride.
Ti is alerta. Jag don't sicher bai bare ti.
How do I feed you this water?
Ti is alerta.
Do I have to go back?
Jag don't sicher bai bare ti.
Find water for a goat head. Not with those things. Shh. How do I avoid that thing or kill it?
Per parts melka.
Some pieces are missing.
Ti appen dev si quel cao.
This is freaky. At least we got maximum health.
In een fotografie vele de maiscaf. Essa zevel. Sille varte was eine Skizze.
I will find you water, okay? Just hold on. Okay, we can make coffee. Oh, more storage.
In tonja.
Ah, for coffee. Do we have coffee? Yes, we have coffee. Let's save first.
Es recorda de qualcodis. El tracta la leggenda di un prigioniero e la montagna.
I remember this book. It's about the legend of a prisoner in the mountain.
Io credo che in Sicilia la valle ha scritto quel.
I think someone from this valley wrote it. Ah, and he was released from his prison. The old man, I guess. Sometimes it can be worth it to look at items in inventory from different sides. Oh, Serpentini.
Il titolo del codice, Il prigioniero e la montagna.
The book is called The Mountain Prisoner.
L'autore è Serpentini.
The author's name is the artist, H.R. Serpentini.
El era in del soldai si la montagna e mia visione de luiara.
Serpentini was the guy with a rifle. H.R. Yeah, he was one of the soldiers in the mountaintop in my vision of the war.
Kurz enter che l'ha scritto quel roman e ha spereus sin natura de manaivel del pezz Mundaun.
Shortly after writing this novel, H.R. vanished while hiking near the Mundaun summit.
In San Flau il manuscritto in sia stanza de lavoro pubblicau il codice postum.
The manuscript was found in his study and the book published posthumously. Damn. Very well. What else can we look at from other angles? So you have two keys. So they're like consumable keys. This is the piece we found outside. But the hay thing is still there. We have 8. Let's make some coffee. And find some water for the goat. Make the goat happy. We have 1 left. We need more firewood.
Serpentini, per casa per la pond, domenica sarà. Mo sin invito personale.
Oh. Florina,
Qua è in malè de Florina.
why do I get the feeling that's gonna move? Coffee's ready. We will need more of this. Fear assistance. I didn't notice this. Oh. What do you want? To be fully unleashed? Old man. Nice touch though. Like they put the card there and then they put the old man there under the light. Well done. Hey. What's that for? Oh, we can sleep until morning. Yes. It's the summit. The Twin Peaks. Mountains of Madness. I hope the artist doesn't mind if this is his house. Crap, it's blocked. Alright, little goat. Let's... I should look after the goat head first. Okay. But that thing is in the way. Alright, we should be fine. Come on, come on, come on. Tell me when you're satisfied, goat. Okay. Just in case, let's fill up my pan with water. Oh, I didn't take the pan. Ah. Okay, back. Another one of the artist's easels. Curious what the sign is. So there are multiple pieces, huh? Put this in place. 2 more. Probably to open that. For now, let's sleep. Goat should be happy. Let's take our pan. Right.
Se sente sos meglier, mia cara.
Are you feeling better now, my dear?
Grazie.
Indeed. Thank you. Allegria. Talking.
Giai, ti sa scincià?
Wait. You can talk?
Naturalmente.
Sure. How...
Co. Ti si una caura? Allora, il chiao di una caura.
You're a goat. The head of a goat.
Du, sommeliers, skos graflaio.
You do look like a lot... You do look a lot like him.
Ci.
Who?
Adundels ommens. Tja fakkus kom mij.
One of the men who did this to me.
Zij spreek uit. Tis man na plaja.
You need to be careful. I don't like how your hand looks. Did they sacrifice you? Remind.
Vide ti ricordi o te?
Who do I remind you of? Did my grandfather behead you?
Nein vlida ko chelveve no.
Ah, yep.
Unamida mezuman.
A friend. I forgot his name. A friend of my human.
Osse stas a far la possa e tornare in semmi somber.
I need to rest now and recover from the dark dream.
Insomma stucciatada.
Where did you find me?
Io ho un flauto e la caplotta stira.
I found you in the dark chapel. Oh. She's just... This is so bizarre.
Io lascio dormiella.
I'll let her rest.
Io sto secca là però den flying lake.
I should also call it a day and find a bed.
Dier ma bain.
Sleep well.
Dier ma bain.
We need to find honey, find Walter's bunker, and find a bed to sleep in. Good night. Jeez. Sleeping with a goat head. Interesting. What if I go back up? Nope. Did you win the battle? Was it worth it? Shit. Someone's there. God. The artist? I hope he didn't mind. Where's the artist? Shh. Are you in the corner? Are you gonna scare me? Cool. You're not here. Are you gonna come to life? You're painting the bridge. And the summit. I guess it's our final destination. Whatever is locked in there. Ah, another piece.
Serpentini, se levarte vosa in nom, in auto veng prevus, merai d'esser samchai.
Oh. On the back it says, "A wagon will fetch you. Be ready." Well, I guess it's an invitation.
Serpentini, se levarte vosa in nom, in auto veng prevus, merai d'esser samchai.
Paint.
Fos da sicalur fresh,
I should put some fresh color on here.
quai ai au gia, da pliter ovio bo.
Paintbrush. I'm worried about turning around. Okay. Burning. Well, I guess I should finish the painting. I'm sure he won't mind.
Quella lompa fredda de turpentin,
This rag reeks of turpentine.
probabilmente sfurgiau una ven la parte della pont quella lompa.
It is probably used to wipe away the bridge in the painting.
Io trovo il buella.
I don't need it right now. So, if I finish the painting, what? Will that fix itself? Come on, it can't be that easy. Well, you know, weird things are happening, and we do need to get to the bridge. So, let's try it. Fresh paint. The artist was kind enough to leave us the studio. Let's begin our masterpiece. The bridge to new heights.
Si ci ha frugiau una ven in a parte della pont.
Someone erased part of the bridge. Not to worry. All it takes is a bit of paint. There we go. Yep, it's being filled in.
Sa. O se si finiu, traceu.
I think it's finished. And it's amazing how we matched the style.
Ce feest, is nar.
Okay, sorry. How dare you? Sorry.
Ce feest de ko?
What are you doing here?
Jau ai bodeu tai.
I didn't hear you come in.
Du Isces dina screr mia taila.
How dare you smear on my canvas?
Non sono in giunta quels dilettanti. Gioi las citets ci scrivlotten süda per tuot.
I'm not one of those dabblers down in the cities who puts their crude marks on anything. So many questions, so many questions.
Stimole jau in gain clavau per jau.
Did you ever paint a burning barn?
En de pitur obgeres Joses.
I've made many paintings.
E no pas speter c'è malgorda da tuot.
You cannot possibly expect me to recall all of them.
Ja, viu che me java sil grep durant la garniala nera.
I saw you painting on the cliff in the black hail.
E no se propri na. Perché ce l'ho regalò quist dun ad un tamazzi scurtu.
I really don't know why he would give the gift to a chump like you.
Un sbalcia stil corriger.
A mistake for me to fix.
Quasti nom.
What's your name?
Sì, man hages coasti num.
What do you mean, my name?
Esco un scherzo c'è. Vincin conosce mio nome. Giovanni Serpentini.
You must be joking. Everybody knows my name. Giovanni Serpentini.
Quasti me jau la matetta.
When did you paint the little girl?
Oh, ela passa mince taint con sis cevres.
Hey, the music's gone. She sometimes passes by here with her goats.
Enorme libra. Od sco da mem lo.
She's a free spirit. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Da fatte con mias duns is a greve de la clapir.
Even with my gifts, I find it hard to capture her.
In un portretto in clegia.
In painting, that is.
C'è il celè de vos iliesh senza falla.
What's in the cellar behind the door with no handle?
Qui non va tirse te in guatta.
Nothing that concerns you.
Ma odds faccio un'eccezione.
But I will humor you this one time.
Antil schler, scuccia tu al nomnest, o le un'exposizione speciale.
A special exhibition of my newest masterpiece takes place in the cellar, as you call it.
Access privat. Be sun invit.
A private viewing. Invitation only.
C'è il publicum del celè?
Who's the cellar audience?
L'elite globela. Intellectuels, neders, magnats, chirurgs.
The global elite. Intellectuals, leaders, tycoons, surgeons. What I found. What should I show him? The book?
Qui ho scritto mia bab, zia la guerra.
Oh, it's your father. Makes sense. My father wrote it after the war.
La creatività e l'inspirazione vens nus serpentinis in famiglia.
Creativity and inspiration run in the Serpentini family.
Questa tratta però di un'opera mai importante. Fiction, mythos.
Mythos, huh? It's a minor work, though. Fiction. Myth.
Vive tu babel.
Is your father still alive?
Oh, ela sparia vaint begerzans. Quart zia vecel vai val livro il kudes.
He vanished long ago, shortly after he finished the book.
L'ora de aia, drizzo eint il studio sul prim plan della chiesa.
After that, I converted the upper floor of the house into my studio.
A tia mamma?
What about your mother?
Ela lo abbandonò già da lunch. Non era fatta per la vita in montagna.
She left them long ago, never cut out for the mountain life.
So il diavolo c'è la viva in una città la bassa.
The devil knows if she still breathes city air down in the lowlands. I'm sorry about the pain thing, but I needed to finish that bridge. Are you gonna erase it while I'm there?
Since vasé.
Goodbye.
Since vasé.
You know, if you just leave him here. could just erase that bridge while we're on it. Nice view though. And terrifying. Okay, what do we have? Honey. See ya.
Quella loop fredda dit probabilmente een sfurgiato dietro col buella. Qua trovi gli bubbli.
I think we're done here. Yep. That's his father, author of the book about the prisoner of the mountain. Man. Old man's gone. Good morning.
Dier me bain.
Oh, she's still sleeping. So this leads to the bridge and honey. Oh, I didn't notice this. Nice. We need wood. Let's place this piece. This one. One more. Then we should be able to be let in. Now that we're free to explore. Hey, who drove that down there? So that wards them away, I guess. So many places to explore. Ah, this leads down. I remember that path. What about here? Oh, bench. We should probably get that. Sketch out the map. Alright, it's up here. Is time advancing? When does time advance? Whew. Could also drive up there and check out those other burned down places. Lookout point. We missed this because we were running for our lives. Aha. Oh, we can crouch. Huh. Cards. Are these the characters? Why is there a save thing here? Honey. Okay. Random. Come on. Over there. Oof. Who would want to capture this location? Alright. Church. Up there. Artist's house. Bridge. It leads up to the fortifications and the tunnel. Where does the bridge lead to? More burned out places. Smoke? Well, let's clear up that place. Let's see if it's a dead end. It looks like the tunnel is snowed in. So the bridge should be our last resort. I do want to check out that place. May as well make the most out of this daylight. So what is this for? Oh, it's back. May as well. What's the point of the hay? What that's for? Well, let's end.
Pagina ordin manual de plibaul per in abuis militar.
Page of an old military rifle manual. Worth it. Let's continue. More of this. Another tunnel. And it's blocked. Nope. Yep. Direct route. No go. I wonder if I'll die if I slide down here. Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, I think we're done here. Oh,
La via è bloccata.
the road is blocked.
Io sto in flying voi per mettere via il ghiaccio.
I need to find a way to remove the blockage. Destroy the road blockade. Ow.
La via. Io sto in flying voi per mettere via il ghiaccio.
Guess we'll find something there. Alright, down we go. Oh shit. Finn. Oh shoot. We didn't save. Where does it save? Well, now we know that no sliding here. Gotta go down manually. Crap. Do we have to get the manual all over again? Alright, lesson learned. Do I have to do this again? Let's check it out. Yep. Gotta do it again. It's a fun way to spawn it. May as well pick up some hay, right? I'm not sure what it's for, but may as well. We check this house. There's something, yeah, the manual. And the half-torn page. Right.
Qua è una pagina ordine manuale da Plibaun per una guida militare. E là.
Get the objective for the roadblock and then go back down.
La via. Io sto in flying voi per mettere via il ghiaccio.
Park it over here. Alright. Are you gonna do your thing? Or not? Alright, let's check out that what's across that bridge.
In per parts melken.
Do we have that? No. We do have 6 bullets though. And a pan full of water. Sleeping goat head. 2 piece. Let's save. Alright. Moment of truth.
Diaus e ludaus. Leu e Florina, di baba in cunella.
Thank God. There's Florina and she's fine. How did you... Oh. I wonder if she's dead. She has a new goat. Picturesque though. Those are like old fortifications. Please don't erase it. Oh my God, it's just staring. At least it's not gonna erase it. We may as well sprint across just in case. Yeah, I'm watching you. Jeez. I can go down here. Oh. Does she leave stuff for me in these things? How nice. Gotta say, this style really is growing on me. I could keep going there. Or come up here. I saw someone. Movement, other people. Ooh. A pretty lake. HR. Hell. Shit! Fuck. God damn it. There's movement in the village. I was trespassing. Okay. This freaking noose. The noose is for me. How do I get out of here? Swing? God damn it. Jesus. Well, whatever that is, got me. The hell, it's floating. No legs. Okay, watch my back. I'm just gonna need to go to the lookout point. Pretty. Especially with the reflections. Hey. What is that? Huh. How it cuts across the perfect reflection. Probably a message from Florina. Should I be all the way up here already? What was that? Why did they try to hang me?
Da quella varta in gina falla.
No handle on this side. And it's barred from the other side. Huh. Alright. Lookout and honey. That's what we need. We need to find a way to catch that, whatever that is. Might be something. That house and that hovering thing. We should check that out as well. Seems there are like a lot of them. Maybe they're enemies? I don't know. They don't look very friendly. But look at this view. Nice. Something to check out as well. So many points of interest. Gotta sketch it all down. Alright. Water. Ah. So that's where I need to get the bee. That's where I need to get the honey. All the way there. Okay. How we know? Yeah, this goes all the way around. What am I supposed to do against that? It's those things from the painting. I can't do anything against a swarm of beasts. Just go away. Just go away. Shh. Crap! Some enemies cannot be harmed! I'm gonna die! Oh, goddamn beekeepers. No wonder why he had nightmares of this. Where am I gonna start? Ah, this place. I need to get that viewpoint again. Yeah, I didn't save. Well, let's see what that is. Is it safe to jump in the water? I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, it's from her. Yes! Thank you, Florida. So the smoke should help against the bees.
Sogniamo qualcuno pippa.
That's how I get through. Who knew this would work? Alright, let's get the honey, go all the way around, get the viewpoint, and come back. It's a circle. Let's try this out. What's this for? Do I get a prize? Okay. Alright, let's see how good this does against the beasts. Maybe only is a last resort, but I still gotta run away. I wonder if crouching works. Go to the house with the smoke. Okay, Florida's guiding us.
Nu är jag klar.
Find key to stone hut, chimney smoke. There's a save point in there. I do have a key. I could try and use it. Shit. Do I need to crouch? Or can I just walk normally? Okay. Come on.
Nah.
Somewhere.
Boschia.
Alright. Smoke. Alright, we're here. Am I gonna get hanged again? Shit. Walther. Fuck, I don't like this. Was it supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4? Ugh. Shit, the eyes are moving. Now I know what happened to Walther. If that is Walther. Shit. What's the code? I can still... He's moving. Oh, what the heck is this?
Parts della finestra hanno più fulin che altres.
The window has more soot in some places than others. Some journal page combinations can yield more hints.
Quattro jambunze in ceminada alla finestra a quattro viders.
I would not have guessed that. 4 hams in the room and the window is 4 panes high. One, 4, 2, 3, 1. I would not have guessed that. Shit, Walther. How do I reset it? Oh. Do I reset with him? Oh, god damn it.
Quattro jambunze in ceminada alla finestra a quattro viders.
1, 4, 2, 3, 1. What did I do wrongly? Shit. Oh, okay. This is so... Got the key. Thank you, Walther, if that is you. Now you're not moving. Let's go. I want to check that. Or not. So that I can go all the way back there. That one seems relatively safe. Okay. This is where I can get this honey. Those look like actual people. How am I supposed to get... Okay. That didn't work. Aha! Shh.
La taila è grossa. Dici non può smettere quels ruocs de mel en vits.
They should protect me. Ah! What lamp? God damn it. I don't know why. I guess the suit just doesn't hold up. Hey, how's it going, Severin Streams? Yep, this is Mundaun. I was wondering the lamb? I was wondering in the game or here? So we got our key. We have to find honey, so we know where the honey is. Find Walter's bunker. Those things are annoying. Hey. What? Are you leading us to... Oh shit. Yeah, I was supposed to play this back in October. But... Oh, coffee. I did play Resident Evil 7 and 8. This is a new path. I haven't explored this part. But a viewer, Corin Trickfoot, recommended this game. Seemed pretty interesting. Oh. It's the rear path. It's a backpack. Ah, okay. Thank you. You deserve pets. That's a safe entry point. But the bees are really loud. I need to turn that down. I won't be able to breathe in it for long. Ah! So I have to do it quickly. But how do I harvest the... God damn it. There it is, there it is. Come on. Get out, get out. Okay. At least you know about this path now. Yeah, this game is recommended by Corin Trickfoot. Found it interesting, and here we are. It's interesting so far. There's a lot of freedom to it. I mean, of course, it is objective driven, but in terms of exploring the land, kind of piecing things together as well. More a psychological horror kind of thing. In fact, there's like sanity and everything here. Like fear, I mean. We don't have a rifle yet. But it does reward us for exploring. So we have the honey. Let's save. That goat saved our life. We found the key to the hut. We should probably go there and then we'll use... This is our exit point. Let's go for the hut. The pencil sketching kind of is really interesting, actually. Now I'm tempted to build that. But that thing is watching. Don't turn around. Shh. Come on. So, a lot of weird stuff is happening on Mundaun. Our grandfather died, was trapped in the barn, which burned. And apparently, there's this entity called the Old One, the Old Man, which arrives in times of despair. So grandfather fought in the war, and I believe, surely they're going to die until the Old Man appeared before them and offered a way out. As is, well, I guess our grandfather and his friends were cursed. They live to this day, and well, weird things are happening. Save point. Walkie-talkie. And a bed. This must be Walter's bunker.
La compagnia de tat durant l'uiara, si la bandiera in soleil.
Yeah, check this out. Banner shows the sun.
La persona il sinistra del tot.
Thought they had a bit of help. Person on the far left.
Jou trovo il buda pli.
Oh, so they give you multiple chances. Like if you don't get the binoculars in one point, they appear here. So thankfully, we've been exploring enough that we have tobacco and binoculars. Well, this seems like a good place to end. Let's talk to whoever it is on the radio. Is somebody there? Use proper radio code discipline. Over. Probably Walter. Who is there? Florin? Is this you? No, this is Curdin, Florin's grandson. It is Walter. Florin, do you have my usual supplies? I do. What do you need? 1. Hay for the goats. 2. Schnapps for my cough. 3. Honey for Florina.
Ja, I thought.
I have all of it. Excellent. Then take some rest. You will be summoned. Over. Well,
Adia, Corporal Walter.
goodbye. Radio discipline. Over and out. All right. So this is sleep to advance to the next chapter. That board should guard us against evil spirits, but before that, let's save. Before sleeping, we have unfinished business. We need to get... Oh, damn, he's out right out there. We need to get the viewpoint up there. Because if I sleep now, it'll probably become evening. Let's get the viewpoint now before we end the stream. Wrap things up. This way. And hey, maybe we can try building this. Maybe it won't see me. Come on. I don't know if there's an achievement for this. What is the point of that? I remember there's one beekeeper up here. Alright. Check this house. Get the viewpoint. Go back. Save. Source of water over... Oh, god damn it. Hey, monster there.
Na, Oshia.
Alright, we already have water. We just need coffee. We have one tin of coffee. We have enough wood. We have enough matches. Alright.
Na, Oshia.
We have a key as well. Burn! Yeah, die, you bastard. I'll check up on him later. Let's get that viewpoint. Ugh, freaking beekeeper up there. How am I supposed to sketch now? Can he just run past? Smoke! Can I sketch while you're there? Alright. So awkward. That is awkward. We got it. Okay. Go back to the house. Save the game. And that'll be it for the stream. Very interesting first session. Wonder what's there. Huh. You know? That might be a direct route to that. No, the house is there. We should just rush for it. Run towards it. Oh, there's a house there. We could check that out. Oh, we already checked this out. Yeah, we got tricked. Terrible place. Why is there smoke there? Oh, wait, never mind. That's back.
O se le pipa cargada.
I wonder how many more of that I have. Hey, they knocked over the stones, bastards. Maybe this comes in a set of 3. Maybe. Right, let's get in the house. And we made it. Right. Well, my head's starting to hurt. I think it is the FOV that is pretty low. Might have to increase it for the future. But that was an interesting first session. Pretty immersive. I like the style. I'm wondering what comes next. We are going to be meeting Walter, I believe. Or, well, at least we're going to be giving his supplies. We have everything we need for the next session. Got a bunch of stuff. Productive first session. So, we still have a bunch of stuff to do to reach the summit. I think that's our final destination. We found we need to find Walter's bunker. So, he's probably going to tell us where it is. And we'll have to destroy the road blockade to get further. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. That was our first session of Mundaun. We're going to be playing this every Tuesday. The game is supposed to be not that long, but we are taking our time exploring every little corner. So the playtime might extend a bit. But it's pretty interesting. I'm still intrigued, and I kind of have an idea what might be going on, but you know, there may still be some surprises around the corner. We don't exactly know how we should, we're already cursed by the old man. We're burned. How do we lift this curse? So the father of the painter did write the book about the prisoner in the mountain, and I think that's where we're headed. We got to put him back there. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. See, he's not even gonna let me leave. You can't reach me. Or can you? Jeez. I can't even relax. Okay, I'm just gonna hide in a corner here. So yeah, we're playing this every Tuesday. We're back to regular and for Tuesday, Mundaun, new game. Thursday, Black Book. That is Slavic mythology, on the other hand. Saturday, we'll be continuing God of War. And in between, we got Elden Ring. We're gonna have a special stream for its launch on Friday. And whenever I get the chance to, Horizon Forbidden West. It's gonna be a busy week, gonna be a busy month. So I'll see you around. So take care, everyone. For people who haven't yet, if you enjoy this content and want to stay and want to keep up to date, please consider hitting that follow button. We are also on Twitter and Instagram. And if you wish to become a part of the community, talk about anything under the sun, our Discord is open 24/7. Thanks for dropping in, Sovereign Streams, Korgol, Dan Mother for dropping in. And, well, I'm gonna be ready to get terrified next week. Let me drop that link over there. And as always, everyone, welcome to the table. Take care.